Hello, Barstow. I'm not sure what time it is for you, so good morning or good evening. My name is Lorelai Culver.
And I'm Nora Larson. Today we have some announcements, and we'll also look at interviews from the Assistant City Manager of Kansas City and from the Band of Heathens, a band based out of Austin, Texas.
Over the course of the past week, our Barstow seniors received signs to recognize all of their hard work in finishing their final year at Barstow. Here are some of the pictures we got.
Along with all of our seniors, we'd specifically like to recognize John Lubinetsky for placing second at the Missouri National History Day contest for his paper about the 1975 Helsinki Accords. Congrats, John!
Now let's check out Jack Hansen's interview with Rick Usher, the Assistant City Manager of Kansas City, Missouri.
Mr. Usher, could you introduce yourself for the interview?
Hi, I'm Rick Usher, Assistant City Manager with the City of Kansas City, Missouri.
Awesome. So I'm just wondering, what has it been like for just City Hall employees having to work from home now because of the current situation? How many people are still at City Hall?
I'm not exactly sure how many people are at City Hall. We've tried to greatly reduce the number of people in the building. We're trying to get down to like 25% of the normal number of people that are there. We have 600 people from city government working from home right now across 18 city departments.
Wow, so that's amazing that it's such an unprecedented situation like that. That's just really interesting. And I know we worked with distance working this past summer. So what's it been like implementing that distance working?
It's been really pretty amazing because, when we were working on that, when I told you guys that I've been trying to get a city policy established and really wasn't getting any real interest in creating a work from home policy, but this has really forced us into that. And really, department heads have been very collaborative with implementing the program, and the employees have really taken to it very well.
Well, that's great to hear. Thank you. So what is it like? I'm just curious, in some departments, what services are still essential? Like, are road crews still out fixing potholes? Do you still have all the maintenance departments all still out doing their thing?
Yeah, we have to continue providing city services with the time frame that this stay-at-home order will be in place. We can't just send everyone home like we would if it were a 2 or 3 day snowstorm. So trash services, recycling services, potholes like you mentioned, mowing, all the other services the city provides outside of the offices are still being done today.
That's great to hear. It's amazing that you've been able to accomplish that huge, large-scale implementation in such unprecedented circumstances. Really,
Well, thank you. We've
yeah.
had it's been a challenge, but it's also been really satisfying to see that the work that our IT department and that city departments have done cooperatively is working so well for us.
Well, that's great. And best of luck to you and the rest of City Hall employees for the rest of this situation.
All right. Well, thanks for contacting me, and stay safe. Stay home.
That was fantastic. Thank you to both Mr. Usher and Jack. Now let's look at a quick conversation I had with the Band of Heathens, a soul band based out of Austin, Texas, currently working through Zoom on their Lifeline concerts.
First question, how have you guys adapted to the challenges presented by this pandemic?
We've just we've tried to embrace the situation and, respect all the suggestions on social distancing, but still make music the best we can and connect with people via music and use whatever technology we have, even though sometimes it doesn't work as well as other times. But yeah, we've just adapted by really diving into this live streaming and trying to make it work.
And I guess in the same way that we always have variables playing real live shows, we've also had variables with the technology. In addition to our variables is actually performing would be, like Zoom not working or cameras not working or Wi-Fi slowing us down. It's kind of like, if you have someone heckling or filming from the front with a really bright light. So, whatever medium we're in, I guess we'll face some sort of obstacles.
Definitely. Thank you. How do you maintain chemistry within the band right now?
Right now, I think the Tuesday night shows, the Good Time Supper Club, have really been a nice way for us to connect and just hang out and spend a little time with each other, and just remind each other why we like spending time with each other. Some people say that absence makes the heart grow fonder, but there's a fine line there between that and just forgetting why you like spending time with people and why you like being around with them. So it's been a good reminder for us.
I would agree with that. In addition to the Tuesday night shows, the Good Time Supper Club, we also sometimes just have a Zoom meeting with ourselves just to catch up and joke around and plan the show for the week. And everybody has their funny quirks, and it's fun to kind of remember those things, all the things that entertain us on the road. We find ways to let those creep into the Zoom calls.
Awesome. And last question, what was a typical day on the road compared to now?
Both of them have elements to Groundhog Day. It's on the road. There's kind of a routine where it's very much the same for most of the hours of the day. It's driving down the highway for many hours a day. It's checking into random hotel rooms. It's eating in restaurants, in kind of places. Sometimes it doesn't really matter where you are because there's no downtime to enjoy a city. You're just like working, and then you go to sound check, and then you play the show, and the show itself is like the one kind of highlight. That's the fun part, and that's where we get to like play music and keep them fresh and interesting for ourselves and for the audience. And so on the road, that's the kind of version of Groundhog Day that we have, and now it's been much more for me personally. Like in the mornings, it's like helping with homeschooling my kids because schools are canceled, and getting them through their lessons while trying to deal with the business side of running a band. And then in the evenings, lots of live streaming and kind of prepping for whatever comes next in the live streaming world.
Yeah, kind of like Gordy said, it's a lot of repetitive stuff, but I guess within that, trying to find the best things about that, whether that be finding good music to listen to while we're driving, or finding a good spot to have a breakfast at or have a dinner at. Again, finding those opportunities where we can all kind of be together socially and hang out and have a good time, enjoying ourselves, away from the work part of it, which also, as Gordy mentioned, that's kind of the best part of the day as well too. Like not actually like the playing part, I should say. That's not really work. The work is like, getting there, loading our gear in, setting up, breaking down, all that. That's kind of what we get paid for, I think. I think the music part is the part that's kind of the reward for all of us,
We haven't broken into the realm where we have lots of minions doing all of that for us yet. We have usually one crew member. Occasionally we'll bring two out, but there's still a lot of we're loading ourselves many times, and everybody has to kind of pull their weight. So it's a hard working middle class band. So it's good though.
Awesome. Thank you very much, guys.
Awesome, Nora. Thank you. We'd like to give yet another reminder that pickup for everyone will be the week of the 18th. Time slots have been organized alphabetically. Here are the times for each group. Please acknowledge that you may pick up materials from your locker as well as your yearbook at this time.
A quick announcement before we go. The Outreach Project and the Kansas National Guard will double the effort to fight hunger with Barstow's Idea Space building in Leawood. They now plan to package 2 million meals there through mid-June.
That's all we have for you today. I'm Lorelai Culver.
And I'm Nora Larson. This is the last time you will see Lorelai and I host this year. Thank you for a wonderful year, Barstow.